Mm. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm having trouble with the audio. So testing, testing. Hello. Hola. 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 ¿Se escucha mejor? Vale. Eh, bueno, no puedo subir más el volumen, así que ah, I can. It's no, the volume is like at the maximum. I can really turn it. I can't turn it higher. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna start. Hi. Uh, okay. Should like get a brush, a different brush, because I'm gonna show you in a moment. Depending on depending on the brush, it can change a lot. So for example, this is like the normal one per se. This one is also it's bigger, but um, it's a bit like sharper. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a bit sharper. It's strange. And then there's, for example, this one. Hold on, I wanna. Okay, They are different, and depending on which one you use, you're gonna have more trouble recreating the style. Personally, I use the normal one for this, but it depends. Like I'm just using standard. Um, but maybe for other styles, would be better to look into a different brush. The point is, when doing a character study or a style study, you need, first of all, you need to gather some references, some images of, well, of the show style, I guess, and then try to figure out like the flow of the lines, the kind of like, so if we have this here, um, you'll notice there's this line here, just like this. Then there's this one, and also like for example, here when like the edges are rounded, um, but on the other side, this place of here, this is pointy. In general, in Bipsy Pop style, the how to say it? There's one side that it's always pointy, and then there's the other that is rounder. Like for example, doing like this, there's there's one side that is pointy or pointy. The brush isn't working. Sorry. Hold on. Oh God, it's the brush are not working. Uh, no, it's oh, no, it is. The point is that there's just one side that it's like pointy and the other one it's rounder, and she uses this a lot, like in general, or her characters. For example, mm it is pointy, it is rounder, and basically with well, with many things. So yeah, that's something that when you do the character study, you will start noticing that there's like certain things that are always pointy. There's certain lines that are always yeah rounder, and like like I said, the flow of the lines, the dynamic of the lines when they are straight, when they are um curved, and basically well yeah basically kind of how that works, because sometimes like you can draw a character and be like yeah the character is exactly how it's supposed to be, like the same colors, the same I don't know number of hairs, sure, but there's something like that quite it's quite doesn't add up, it's not the same, and it's usually because of that, because the flow it's not the same. Like I could draw, I don't know, I could draw her. Well, I don't have the pressure activated right now. I don't know why. It's just not working. But anyways, let's see. I could be, hmm, I could be trying to do Charlie's hair like this, like round, yeah, and it will. I mean, it will be Charlie in the end because like, it will look enough like her, but it wouldn't be the same. There will always be something that's a bit off and that will give it away, like oh it's not exactly the style. I'm doing it very fast and I can really like work properly with this, um but yeah, like it's just not the same, which is fine for like if you wanna just do your style, because I mean at the end of the day you can do whatever you want, but yeah, no, it's just a tip I give for this. Whatever. So in general, this was for any character study. The first use images of reference, understand the flow of the lines, usually with colors too. Like even if you have a already color palette given for the characters, you can always like try to create new characters. And if you don't really, if you haven't really looked into what colors or what kind of color palette do they use, are the colors more muted, are the colors brighter, are they all shades of red, then you won't really be able to like recreate the style outside of the reference that you already have. Like you will always need to look at references if you don't fully grasp like how the style is done. And well, I always recommend also like practicing, like trying, for example, trying to draw Charlie from this reference again, like, and do that very mindful of the lines. For example, um, she has like round cheeks, and there's other characters that are like sharper, and that's also something important, like to take into account. And at the end of the day, you will start animating in faster once you acquire the muscle memory of basically drawing these characters. Um, Also, when animating in general, be careful with tangents. Tangents are, let me see. For example, this is something you should not do, which is when two lines like intersect, but they aren't really like they kind of blend in together. Yeah, that's a tangent, and it's okay if it happens sometimes. I mean, it's bound to happen, I guess. But you should try to avoid it, like unless you're doing it like on purpose, because um sometimes people do it on purpose, because it creates some sort of tension. But then it has to be like you have to know what you're doing, kind of. You can just you can just do basically like this, which I found out the eyes is like what I struggle the most with, because here is not there's no tangent here, but I usually end up like messing it up somehow. Like here, there's no tangent really. Well, I mean, I could say maybe this one could be like this, and there's a tangent. I don't know, but yeah, mostly no. Anyways, the issue now is that I can't seem to like, I don't know, it's not working. It's not working properly. No, it's not. Mm, hold on. I'm using Clip Studio Paint X. The X one is for animating. The per se like the Clip Studio like normal. Um, it's just it's better just for illustrating, because you may have trouble if you want to do well a long animation. Like I think I don't know with the update now, but it used to be only it used to let you only do 1 second of animation, which I mean it wouldn't be enough for me. So yeah, Paint Clip Studio Paint X is best for animation, because it doesn't. Well, I will say it. There's no limit to how many seconds you can draw, but I mean the limit is how much you can do before your computer crashes. That's the limit. Um. So yeah. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, now it's working. Mm, so, okay. Mm, okay, well, yeah. Mm. Mm, yeah. Let's see here. Like, this line is straighter. This line is a bit rounder. This line is straighter. And here, alright. Also, so people like to use pressure pen. Some people don't like use something that you can really, well, yeah. You can deactivate the pressure in your tablet if you're using one. I mean, if you're using a mouse, I understand how you can do it. Okay. Um, but yeah, I prefer to use a pressure pen because I don't know, I think it just easy for me, and otherwise, like, sometimes I find the lines that are too thick. Um, but yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. I've totally seen people that work in the Hotel, um, like, have worked for Hazbin Hotel that are like that use like the mouse only, like, in use vectors, and that's, well, for the cleanup, of course. But like, it works well, but I just don't know how to do that. I really don't. When I do cleanups like this, it's still with a pressure pen. I don't know. But well, mm, this animation. Well, I started this animation a long time ago, and honestly, like, I'm now doing the cleanup, but I should try to finish it quick. It's been a long time. I really should. Mm, mm. This is for the it's a project called Next Up Forever, and, well, I mean, there's a link and a bit more information in description of the video, but, like, basically it's a collaboration with other artists. We have nothing to do with, like, the Spinner Horse team. We're just doing it for fun, and it's basically like, kind of, I'll say, a commemoration, maybe, of the events of the first season. And I mean, it's still not, like, finished at all. Like, I think there's one part that it's still not being done by anyone. But Yeah, no, I mean, it will take a while, I suppose, but yeah, we're working on it. Like, I promise, I am working on it. I just took like some rest time. Like, I wouldn't say a hiatus, like something along the lines, I guess. Um, yeah, and I don't know what happened here. Like, what's this? What is this? This is strange. I don't like it. Okay. Oh yeah, and something I forgot. With like when you're doing well in general, any style has some form of stylization, which means like for example, Hazbin Hotel has three fingers and well the thumb instead of four. And also like the way they draw the fingers is like let's say this is like the palm of the hand, then there's the thumb, more or less. And then there's one finger and the rest, which is, I mean, I guess it's not correct because it's, but like something like this, but then you have to like refine it. Yeah, it will be something like this, and like it's something. Then again, that if you really, really want to match the style, you kind of have to realize like the way it's done and then practice because like hands are hair based. Um so yeah, there's also I think there are some like um who was it? There was someone who did the Alastor comic back in the day. That was actually like explaining how they did like how to draw Alastor and how to draw there was someone else like and it was kind of a tutorial. It was just like a couple images. I The name was reply chips or something like that. You could search it up if you really want to. If you think you need help, it's always good to look it up. Um, yeah, it's better. It's definitely better. Mm, mm, mm. To be honest, I don't know why it was taking me so long to do like the sketch. And I was like doing the well the rough animation or what you wanna call it. Like I don't know why it took too much time. Like it wasn't that like it wasn't that difficult really. Like at most you could say that Baggy like doing the half turnaround was like difficult, but man, I don't know really why it took so long. But well, I can make up for it for that now. So yeah. And it's also like to separate things in layers. Like for example, the eyes. Um, since I know I'll have to color them later, like I use put them in a different layer, so it's easier to use color the lines with one click. I mean, at least in Clip Studio, you can like you can't see it, but like there's a menu here, and you can just click, and it changes the color, which like it's very much convenient. Now they are green. Now they are super red. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Like it's easier. So that's why I separate it in different layers. But also like the hair, for example, you'll notice like Charlie doesn't have her ponytail. Basically, I have to draw that later because it's easier to just paint like both animate her and later to do the cleanup. Like it's easier to do it like this and then just have like yeah like a ponytail like that you have to paint um like on a different layer and not have to worry about it here because like it gets messy. It gets messy. And with Baggy's hair, like I did the same. Well, in her case, like all her hair is done separated. Um, like this, like it's one layer. And also like Charlie's hands, just for the sake of it, I did like I didn't specify layer. There's like Charlie, and then there's the arms. Now in like doing the cleanup, I did put it like together, but otherwise like it was easier to animate. It also prevents some errors because like I'm not like I can just focus on getting right the torso and like the face doesn't change much. And then the arms which like don't move at the same time necessarily and can be a bit tricky with the perspective. So yeah, I mean it depends on the animation, but yeah, separate into layers. Don't be afraid of doing that unless you have like Procreate or something, and then you can really use many layers because it will crash. It will absolutely crash. So yeah, this is not one thing. Still, mm, mm, I have been animating for 5 years, maybe. Yeah, I think it was 5 years. Yeah, definitely. I did a lot of mistakes, like for example, doing animating it, well, trying to animate designs that were like really complicated with a lot of lines, um, with many. It was warrior cats, so like a lot of tribes that weren't necessary, that were really arbitrary, and then yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Like it was horrible. That's one of the first like big mistakes I did, and also just not knowing how to draw like digitally, because I've been 5 years like animating, but I have also been 5 years drawing um like digitally. So like yeah, I did a lot of mistakes. Mhm. Oh, and talking um about animation, like I'm planning on doing shading tutorial for like specifically for animation, not for illustrations. And well, I guess you kind of use it for like if you are one to recreate the Hazbin Hotel style, the tutorial is useful. It you might need to like do a bit s- like tweak it a bit, like what I'll say, like because it's very difficult like to recreate it 100%. But yeah, I think it will be useful. Like I'll try to record it like as soon as possible. Um, so you can have it and like once you have animated it, like you can shade it like the real show. Like the lighting or shading or how you wanna call it. Like it really like sets the mood. It really sells the style, or otherwise like makes it blatantly obvious that it's not the style. And so yeah, it's really important. Well, I mean the backgrounds. I guess you can kind of like not know how to do detailed backgrounds and still make it look like it's having a hotel like official animation or something, especially if it's a um like a short shot, like I don't know, a first shot or something. But yeah, you also unfortunately you need to know how to draw like the backgrounds well too. I found it that to be more difficult. Well, basically because I struggle with backgrounds in general. That's why I'll be prioritizing. But also because there's I don't know if you've noticed, but like there's a texture like that they use, and I kind of found that with the chalk texture, like the chalk brush, you can kind of recreate it. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, here. Like with this, you can kind of recreate it if you put like this on multiply layer on top of the well of the color of whatever your background is. But it's difficult. It's difficult, and sometimes if you don't like do it properly, it I don't know. There's just something that tells you that it's not exactly the show. But I mean, I've also done well without that texture. Like you don't really need it, but depending on what it is, like you can kind of tell. I mean, I did the Angel Dust. Well, I guess the name is Valentino, like the Valentino animation, which features Angel Dust. Um, it didn't really have any textures because I didn't even notice back then. Like it's been what 3 years from that, and so yeah, I didn't really use any textures and it still looked good. Someone told me it looked like the what was it called? How was it called? God, it's a like it's a well-known game. Um, okay, sorry, I don't remember. Well, the point is like you can do without texture. It's not the most important, but it does. Um, it's a nice touch. It's a nice touch, and you should learn to do backgrounds, even if it's difficult. Like same as drawing hands. It's difficult, but I guess if you want to like animate or draw, you're gonna have to do it. Like you can't really work around it, or at least not forever. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, and by the way, I should mention that I already said that there will be I will dub the light of the moon in English. Like so there's not just the subtitles but like also like um voice actors that do it like in English. But yeah, it's still I already contacted the people. I already contacted the voice actors. Some have already like handed like the audios, but we're still like in production. So yeah, I'll give an update when I know like the exact date when or wherein at least like it's only up to me to edit it as fast as possible and release it. But yeah, I hope it's soon. I mean, it shouldn't take much long. Like it shouldn't really, but I don't know. Sometimes like life gets in the way, and I mean, after it's an amateur project, it's not paid. People like people have are busy. Like even if it's summer, people are busy. So yeah. But anyways, like I do have other things coming. I have well, I have some illustrations I've done that I will release soon. I have an animation that I've been putting aside, and I'm gonna finish it like soon. Along with the shading tutorial. There's things coming, and then there will be like, as I said, I was planning to do a comic. I'm still not sure. Like, I don't think I will. I don't know. I'll need some suggestions because I don't think I'll release it on Webtoon. But I don't know. Maybe yeah. It's just I prefer like the traditional comic, like not traditional like in on paper. I mean like the the formatting. Like one page, not like the phone in the phone type that is like scrolling. Um, so it's kind of like I don't know where I can put that. But yeah, I'm planning on doing a comic of Bounds of Power. I guess I'll do a poll asking um where where do you guys think like I could post the comic like whatever you wherever there's more people that will see it, like, well, more followers of mine that will see it, like, it's fine. I don't really need it to, like, become famous. I just need, like, the people who are interested in it to be able to see it. So yeah, and honestly, like, seeing how, in general, there's a lot of platforms that are kind of having issues with censorship and all that, like, I don't really know where. I guess I could just try in general and just see if there is any place that will uh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to do a comic, like, I'm going to do a comic not of the light of the moon, but of Bones of Power. If, like, the Light of the Moon will be like a prequel, kind of Bounds of Power. Or even you can even count it like as a sort of not legend, but like kind of mm, I don't know how to say. Like it's history. It's basically history. It's I think it was something that happened like 15 years before like the main events of Bones of Power. So it's like um and basically the um, the comic starts with like how the protagonist meet and well basically it's just yeah it's that it's not it won't be like the animations that I've drawn um of Bones of Bones of Power. It won't be like that sadly because those are like well the concepts are mostly canon. Some have changed, but they are mostly canon. It's just that there there's things that maybe happened in the past or like later in the story, and well, choose yeah, it's not in order, and the presentation of the main cast, I have to admit that I could have done it better because I think there's one character that I haven't even showed yet. It was because I wasn't really happy with the design back then, and I have to still revise it today. Well, I mean, before I do the comic. But yeah, I could have done it better. I probably will, I don't know, do some introduction or at least some illustration to talk about it. Mhm. Yeah, I should also mention, I've done a lot of animations of Hakai, and I know I've built the hype, but he won't be appearing like in some time in the comic just because like there are things that must happen first. Like I already have sort of an idea of the first I don't know how it would be like first arc, I guess. I don't know how it's called, but like in he won't really be appearing at first. Like it's not that he won't be important, but he's not important. Well, he's not that important the first, like in the first arc. He becomes more important later, and well, I can't say much because like there's some stuff like that I can't say, but like yeah, basically he will be appearing more in like the second or third arc. I can't remember right now, but it was something like that. So I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but I will continue to do. I guess I will continue to do some animations anyway, like that may happen in the comic like time later because they are not like out of context or something like that. They are not really like heavy spoilers or anything. But I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just wait until it's like it's not a spoiler and then start like animating it. I don't know. I have many ideas that I want to animate, and like maybe I should not focus on the one that are spoilers. Like, yeah. And no, I won't forget about Hakai. Like, he's one of my favorites, and so like I will like draw him or do some animations or like something. I can not do something about it. Um. So yeah, don't worry too much. Like, I won't forget. Um, I think I'm just gonna do like one more frame and then yeah, I'm gonna leave it there like for now. Maybe I should like post an update of like of this, but like a video or something like. But I don't know. We'll see. All right. Mm, let me see. Well, I guess, yeah. Hold on. Oh, you did like 3D models, right? Like, I think, yeah. If, Alright. I should be like closing off now. So thanks for everyone for coming to the stream, and well, I mean, yeah, next week we'll see each other again, I suppose. So yeah, bye.